Datuk Rizwan Ismail, or Chef Wan to foodies the world over, is well known for his passion for food. But the 56-year-old grandfather also gets animated when talking about the other things in life he's passionate about.
I tell you, when I grew up, my grandmother is Chinese tau kan, peranakan, you know. She would even be so respectful to us that she actually beli periuk, beli pinggan mangkuk semua for us just family to keep in one cupboard khas untuk kita. When she masak, she serve us in the food, in the periuk, in all that. No, to that point of another bangsa can understand kita and promote. And tapi I don't see why today hari ni kita kan orang Melayu kita tak boleh be respectful for other bangsa. Why? I want to ask you. The Pope, okay, can go into the mosque, boleh buka kasut, okay, kan, and try to unite. Kan, what is? I don't understand what is wrong with this country that we constantly, Malaysia is not made of all people. Islam kan, Malaysia is not made of all Muslim. This country is not for all Muslim to live. Come on, grow up lah. This country, Wan-Malaysia is for everybody. If we mean Wan-Malaysia, is mean for everybody. So before we were never like this. We were good Muslim who taught to respect people. Even the Quran says you shall not hurt your fellow non-Muslim by word of mouth or physically. Or even a Jewish living next door to you, you should treat them as your brothers and sisters and family to show that Islam is tolerant. Simple, simple. When I took the award, in 2009 for the World Best Celebrity Chef, and I delivered the speech, I said, no, this award is for Malaysia, a country of united colours, where I believe food connects people. Through food, we find love, we find friendship, we find peace, and respect to every humankind. This is an example what Malaysia is, to show to the world, kan? And you know what? Having said that, we've been fighting just about everything lah, If today is food, sampai makanan pun nak bergaduh lagi, who owns who, and how stupid is that? Kan, food belongs to everybody. God brings, makanan to the world to unite people, to eat, to be healthy, to be happy. Kan? But why must you own everything? I mean, let's put this way lah. There's no thing about the Italian never say they own this. The pizza, I also see pizza in Spain. But they never find. Right. Kan? We've got so many better things to do. Tapi kita ni jadi masih bodoh bergaduh pasal makanan. Kan? Food is brought to this world for everybody to enjoy. Let's be more, respectful, and feel more blessed and happy that we have so much in this country that comes, and nobody owns anything. The quality of food is very important because when you start something there, kan. Number two, I always believe when I cook, I must have passion and love for it. Because that would always produce something really beautiful. If you're not happy, you're not sad, don't cook, And when I present food also, I like to present food, in a very colourful manner, and for me, those are very important, When I entertain as well, I create, ambience, the house, candles, stuff, I dress up my table and all that, kan. So I think it's very important to take pride in what you do, So I think that is very important dalam in the kitchen, I don't ask much lah. I just ask my children to be responsible for themselves, and that's what happened today. I can see my kids, working really hard, to do all kinds. Rina does all kinds of things, to build her own, business and stuff because she learned from me. She knows the hard way. Both my children never ask me like, "Pa, I want this, I want that." Tak ada, never. But I always tell my children, I think that ultimately is that your confidence is what you do, you're happy. Itu saja, forget about what other people think of you or to judge, kan. Whether you like it or not, being a celebrity and being my children, you always be in that glass bowl, goldfish, kan. People will pry on eye, kan. So, but how you handle this is you rise above them, as I have done over the years, If I have not rise above anybody, I would not be where I am today. Like I said lah, like grandchildren is always like that. You can ask any grandfather lah, kan. We don't want to miss that, these are the wonderful moment where you spend time to see the children grow up. Perhaps also subconsciously, whatever I didn't I'm not able to do when I was, Serena and Aziz were young at that age when I was abroad. Perhaps I was, making up for it also somewhere. But by nature also, I love children. Yeah, if it's not my 2 grandchildren, also it will be my nephew, nieces lah. But I've always been, a person who love kids anyway. Si balik tadi pun, I make sure the driver get them to greet me. We go and take makan lah. Buy Smarties, then I go back, give me a kiss. And, and Tristan also just kiss me and say, I'll see you next week again. You don't go, okay? And the first question he asked me, why you go so long?
Do you think that you are a grandfather who spoils your kids?
Sometimes I would lie if I say I don't spoil them, they get away with murder sometimes, like most grandfather do. We kind of like melt, when they want things on that. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself. I work hard, so I feel also a part of my success also. I need, to also share them with the children and all that, yeah. This Father Day, like I say, I've been very blessed, to have a father like my dad, because he, like I said, when I was young, although we grew 7, there are 7 of us in the family, we grew up big family, that my father always, made us to be very responsible. So I guess from a young child, I've learned, to handle, not just myself, but also to care for my family, adik-beradik, mak, ayah. So today I'm doing the same thing lah.